Getting ready to build a little bit of momentum, but they would go 3 and out on the ensuing drive. They'd be forced to punt.
Finish him!
Oh my God!
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Yo, LaFalu laid out Matthew Golden, yo. Like, what was you thinking? Spin mooning, doing a spin move, only to get blasted the way you did. Oh my God, that was insane, and fucking insane, man.
IGT, baby.
What's cracking, y'all? It's your boy Dream Mafia coming back to you with another video. So we're gonna react to this video by Chiseled Adonis, and this is the 2025 NFL Week 4 Sunday night game highlight commentary. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys, and as a Cowboy fan, I was definitely looking forward to this video, mainly because I feel like that game against the Green Bay Packers was a game that we kind of redeemed ourselves from an offensive standpoint, and it kind of redeemed us in the sense of we were able to still put up numbers and all that too, despite the defense playing the shit as they was and all that. It was a gladiator battle, and you know, it really came down to the wire and OT and all that stuff, and so much shit we had to deal with. But I want to give credit for Dak Prescott for balling out the way he did and all that, especially after he performed when the last time they met during the playoffs. He got his ass kicked and all that, and threw, I think, 3 interceptions. So it was a whole lot. So I know it took a bad taste out of his mouth with that. And then we had a good running game, and when our defense still shit and all that, and certain things need to change. And I hope Matt Eberflus really starts blitzing more and stay out of zone coverages too, because that's always has been the fucking issue, you know, these last 3 games that we played, including this one that happened on Sunday. So I hope that do get cleaned up, man, and things change, because if not, he better get up out of here. He better get up out of here, because it's going to be like the same repeat defense like it was last year, you know, when we literally had 40 points put up on us damn near every game. So we hope that changed. But that's neither here or there. We're going to check out this video and whatnot. I appreciate y'all love and support, and let's get right into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again, as the Green Bay Packers go on the road to Jerry World to take on the Dallas Cowboys in your 2025 NFL Week 4 Sunday Night Football game highlight commentary. Opening drive, here comes the Cheeseheads. Jordan Love to the end zone, got Romeo Dobbs with a condom helmet. Touchdown Packers, they take a 7-0 lead as he'd expose his left testicle on that Cowboy defense. Ensuing drive, Cowboys offense on the field for the first time, but they were off the field faster than a prostitute in debt. They'd go 3 and out. After both teams would exchange punts, Packers offense back on the field. Jordan Love on the screen would dump it off to Emmanuel Wilson. He's got more blockers than a Leslie Mann film for a huge first down inside Cowboy territory. We'd into the second quarter, 3rd and 6, hand off to Double J. Josh Jacobs picks up the first down to extend the drive. Then a couple plays later, following a penalty, Jordan Love would find Josh Jacobs again. This time he would tip on the tightrope sideline like Janelle Monáe for a first down inside the 5. Other end of the field, exact same result. Romeo Dobbs in the end zone. The condom helmet scores for the second time today and would expose his right testicle on that Cowboy defense. Too bad nobody protected on the extra point. Oh! Blocked by Thomas, picked up by Bell. I don't know why Brandon.
And I will say this now, that block point attempt changed the trajectory of the game right there. I think this is what we started momentum right here.
McManus is trying to activate the turbo button when he know he don't got the Jets. It's returned all the way to the end zone. It's not quite a McPick 2, but it's 2 for the Packers' mistakes, and Dallas is on the board. Here I thought they were getting ready to build a little bit of momentum, but they would go 3 and out on the ensuing drive. They'd be forced to punt.
Finish him!
Oh my God!
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Yo. Yo, LaFalu laid out Matthew Golden, yo. Like, what was you thinking? Spin mooning. Doing a spin move. Only to get blasted the way you did. Oh, my God. That was insane. And fucking insane, man. Holy shit.
Snake!
Killed them.
Oh my God. God's my witness, he is broken in half!
Heavens to Betsy, Golden got absolutely tattooed on a Sunday night. Man's pressed the circle button, hit a spin for absolutely no reason, only to get his noodle knocked loose. Man's never saw it coming. Mouthpiece wasn't even equipped, but he caught a shoulder pad in his mouth. Why did anybody not tell him the age-old tradition in football? You always gotta beware for the motherfuckers who look like Islanders with long hair. But he got hit so hard, the state of Wisconsin might change his name from Golden down to Silvered. Adrenaline spiked up to 156%. That's the only reason why he was able to get up immediately, because he got knocked out from the east to the west. Back to the east, back to the west. The Dealey Plaza is about 20 minutes away from Jerry World, but ain't nobody been hit this hard in Dallas since JFK's assassination.
That's crazy.
On that drive, the Packers would into Cowboy territory, but there was no way they were going to make a play after seeing their man get assassinated. They'd be forced to punt. Cowboys offense back on the field. 3 minutes left to go into half. 2nd and 8. Dak over the middle. Got his man for a first down across the 45. Now inside Packer territory. 1st and 10. Dak throws up a prayer.
I got this.
George Pickens with a circus catch on the sideline. The best 50-50 ball man in the league does it again. Hit the music. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a fucking catch by Pickens. Holy shit. What a catch by Pickens. Oh, wow. What a catch.
That was crazy Eddie right there.
2nd and goal for the Cowboys. Dak in shotgun formation. He's going to dial up voicemail, call his own number to the end zone. Touchdown. The Cowboys have cut the deficit down to 4. Dick it, dick it, dick it, the deck is back. Under 20 seconds left in the half. Green Bay don't even have timeouts. Why would you even attempt to go run a play? Love stripped from behind. Ball is loose. Recovered by the Cowboys. An absolute blunder by the Packers.
Came alive
and
at
the
that
Cowboys
moment.
are going to take over at the 15-yard line. Very next play, Dak takes the snap, looking over the middle. NFL young boy open. Touchdown, George Pickens. Dallas scores 16 unanswered and takes their first lead of this game. George Pickens to the end zone. Prescott to Pickens for the touchdown. 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 Dallas is pushing P. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a fucking catch by Pickens. Holy shit. What a catch.
That was dope.
Wow, what a catch.
GP.
Yeah, 16 unanswered, baby. Let's go, Cowboy. Let's go, Cowboy.
The Cowboys, man, it's crazy.
Underdog just leveled up, and tonight from Monday Night Football, they're offering you running a News Plus. The Cowboys punted on their opening drive. The Packers would look to respond. Jordan Love dumps off to Josh Jacobs. That's a first down for the Pack. Couple plays later, Josh Jacobs would do it again. Look at Trevon Diggs refusing to go make tackles. Josh Jacobs takes it inside the 20. The Packers would then take advantage of Dallas's lactose intolerance. Tucker Kraft mac and cheese would break open the dairy. Dive for the pylon. Touchdown! Packers! Upon further review, he's down at the half-inch yard line just before breaking the plane. So on 3rd and goal, hand off to Josh Jacobs. He'd clean it up, find the end zone, and the Packers are back in front. Ensuing drive, 3rd and 6. Dak to the sideline. Spectacular Tony toe tap, 10 toes down challenge submission from Cavante Turpin to keep the drive alive. End around reverse. Flournoy on a 12-yard gain to pick up a first down and take the Cowboys inside the 25. Couple plays later, 2nd and 6. Dak takes the snap to the end zone. Touchdown, Ferguson. Rumor has it he went to the sideline to make out with his fiance, but mistakenly kissed her sister. He can't tell the difference. Into the fourth quarter we go. 3rd and 2. Jordan Love's going to use his feet. He's going to pick up the first down and even more.
Open
deep
field.
Inside Cowboy territory, down to the 35. Couple plays later, 2nd and 7. Handoff, Josh Jacobs. Look at Trevon Diggs. Look at Trevon Diggs. Look at Trevon Diggs. Where
Rotate
are you
his
going?
whole body, like, stay there.
Touchdown, Josh Jacobs. The Packers are back.
Like, Trevon Diggs been really pissing me off this whole entire season, just from blown coverages and not tackling like that. He had an opportunity to take Josh Jacobs down. Why are you turning your body 180 degrees, bro? Just stay flat-footed, wrap your arms around him, and take him down. Like, what was you thinking? Like, I don't know what's going on in his head or anything like that. You know, I feel like he found his groove when he almost had an interception earlier in the game. But after that, it was just, he just looked lost, so to speak. I don't understand, bro.
Back in front. Somebody explain to me, what kind of effort is this? You already know you're inside the 5-yard line.
Right.
Where are you redirecting to? If you're going to miss the tackle, at least dive at the ball carrier.
Exactly.
This man thinks he's going to outrun Josh Jacobs to the end zone.
Fucking bullshit.
It don't work like that.
Back and forth we go. 4th and 2. Dallas is going to go for it on their own side of the field. Pass over the middle. George Pickens strikes again. First down, Cowboys. Now it's Dallas's time to unleash the run game. Hand off to Javonte Williams. Goes barreling inside the 5. Then a couple plays later, direct snap to the end zone. The Cowboys are back in front. Let's go. Put them away. Come on, Dick. Come on, Dick. 4 minutes left to play. 3rd and 8. Cowboys need a stop. Not gonna get it. The condom helmet. Romeo Doubs with the reception. First down to the 40-yard line. And then 2 plays later, Jordan Love would try to dump it off to Wilson. The pass would sail incomplete. Foul, foul. Woo, woo. Clitoris alert, clitoris alert. Woo, woo.
Fucking
Clitoris alert,
annoying,
clitoris alert.
man.
Woo, woo, woo. Leah foul. You nincompoop. Man's caught a body early in the game and decided he wanted to execute another man. He'd be flagged for unnecessary roughness, and that bonehead penalty would bring the Packers across the 30-yard line. Approaching the 2-minute warning, Josh Jacobs would make them pay. On the handoff, he'd pick up a first down all the way down to the 15-yard line. And then for the 3rd time today, he may be wearing a condom on his head, but he's fucking the Cowboys secondary wrong. As Romeo Doubs would expose not only the left and the right testicle, but his entire nutsack, and he would rub it against the Cowboys defense for his 3rd touchdown today to put Green Bay in front 34-30. No! No! Stop them! Come on, Cowboys! We have 90 seconds left. We have to make a comeback. Wait a minute. You could have saw this video early and ad-free. All you had to do is become a member on my Patreon. Huge return across the on the The kick is going to be fielded by Kevontae Turpin. Huge return across the 45. 3 plays later, 3rd and 3. Dak over the middle, wide open Tolbert. First down inside Packer territory. Very next play, Dak looking left. Got George Pickens, makes a man miss. Down the sideline, unhand me cheesehead. Touchdown, NFL young boy with the score to put the Cowboys out in front. George Pickens to the end zone. Prescott to Pickens for the touchdown. Prescott the Pickens for the touchdown. Prescott the Pickens for the touchdown. Prescott the Pickens for the touchdown. Dallas is pushing P. Oh my God! Oh my God! What a fucking catch! Holy shit! What a catch!
Shout out GP, man, doing his thing as usual. So glad he's there to pick him up during the all season.
I say he get
Let's go! Don't pick it! Don't pick it! Let's go! No CD, but we got NFL young boy making play. Cowboy in front. Ha ha, Packers. Ha ha. It's gonna be different this time. We're gonna win in the clutch. Let's go, Cowboy! 35 seconds left to play. Packers have all 3 timeouts. Jordan Love dump off to Josh Jacobs.
Again,
huge first
what's
down
50
across
doing?
the 45 to
tackling,
midfield.
bro. You had
Couple
him right
plays
there.
later, Jordan Love would look towards his left. He's got Melton. That's a first down to put them inside field goal range. After utilizing a couple of runs and timeouts, they'd get down to the 35-yard line. 53-yard field goal for Brandon McManus to force overtime through the uprights, and it's good. We're going to after hours. Into the extra period like extended menstruation we go. New overtime rules where even if you score a touchdown on the opening drive, the opposing team is going to get an opportunity. George Pickens inside Packers territory. First down Cowboys. Couple plays later, 2nd and 7. Dak's going to break away from the pocket. Rolling right, launches it towards the sideline. He's got Tolbert coming back to the football.
What a
Shades
fucking
of Jared
throw
Cook
in the
2016 divisional playoff. Spectacular catch on the sideline, participating in the 10 toes down challenge to put Dallas in striking distance. 2nd and goal. Dak is going to dial up voicemail and call his own number. He's going to take it to the end zone, but Micah Parsons says not today. Stops Dak short of the goal line. What a play by the former Cowboy. Relentless in his pursuit to force Dallas to have to settle for a field goal. It's booted through the upright by Brandon Aubrey, and they've got a 3-point lead in OT. Let's go! Let's go, Brandon Aubrey. It's over now. Defense, you got the hole. We're going to win the game right here. An instant classic is upon us in a game in which we've had 8 lead changes. 3rd and 6. Pass sails incomplete. No flag on the field. It all comes down to this. 4th and 6. Jordan Love takes the snap. No pressure whatsoever. Over the middle.
Right there,
finds his man. And Golden, who somehow survived a knockout blow from Leah off of a Sinzu bean, is able to make the play to extend the drive. The Packers are marching down the field, now inside Cowboy territory. 2 minutes left to play. Wicks picks up the first down. The Packers are at the 25. Woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. The Packers got down to the 25-yard line with 1:53 left on the clock. Granted, the Cowboys have no timeouts remaining, but if they score a touchdown here, the game is over. These dudes were on the field acting like the game was tied. You're losing by 3. You're running out of time, stupid. They burned 90 seconds of clock before they call timeout. Then on 2nd and 13, after using their final timeout, they take a loss of 1 yard. And look at the body language of the team. Nobody's hustling back to make it to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Love doesn't even know what the hell he's doing out there. Matt LaFleur's on the sideline trying to dial up a play. Tucker Kraft not even lined up in the right spot. They've got 7 seconds left to go. If the pass sails incomplete and they run out of time, they lost this game. It's in the back of the end zone, broken up with 1 second to spare. Coach! What the hell is your team doing? If this was the first possession of overtime, it would make sense to milk that much clock so that the opposing team would not get an opportunity with the football. But this is the second possession of the game. A touchdown literally wins the game here. Were you deliberately playing for a tie? It makes no sense for them to not operate with a sense of urgency. Shades of Chicago on Thanksgiving last year. These dudes don't know what the fuck they doing. Look at the clock at the end of Wick's reception. These nincompoops wasted all that time to gain just 10 yards, and then after the timeout, they had no game plan for what it was they were going to do on 3rd down. The entire offensive unit must have graduated from J.R. Smith University. Does this look like a man who's hustling to win the game right now? They don't even know what the hell's going on out there. So now instead of playing for the win, the Packers have to settle for an opportunity to tie. McManus on the kick through the uprights, and it's good. We're knotted at 40 apiece, but there's no time remaining, and this highly anticipated game ends in a tie. No. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's bullshit. I think they were cheating. There should have been no second left on the clock. How do we do all that just to have a tie? There should have been ties in football. Come on. We got Dak, George Pickens, 12 on things. Division Clowney. We were supposed to win the game in regulation, or even if it goes to overtime, we're supposed to have a victor. I don't like the tie. I don't like the tie. But guess what? It's not a loss. So that means we can still win the next 13 games in a row. And then we're going to go 14-2-1. Then we're going to go to the playoff. We're going to win the NFC Championship. And then we're going to go back to the Super Bowl. And we're going to get 6 wings. We them boys. I guess the trade ended up working out for both teams because they ended up with the exact same result. A tie's not as bad as a loss, but it certainly ain't a win. You both shall be exiled into the void of limbo. Sparta kicked them into the abandoned train station and tell them both to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the T train.
Fucking bullshit!
YouTube family, do me a favor and make sure you hit that subscribe.
That was crazy. Shout out to my brother Chiseled, man. That was a good video. Definitely enjoyed it for what it was, man. And yeah, like I said, Green Bay definitely bailed us out right there because their fail at clock management and all that too literally saved us from taking the loss. Like, that all plays on Matt LaFleur and it plays on Jordan Love as well. Because you should have knew firsthand, all right, if I'm down there right now, while I'm not hustling to the ball, get everybody already like in formation to run a play right now. Or in this case, if you was going to save some time, you could have got formation, spike the ball and all that, save some clock right now and take some shots in the end zone. But in typical Green Bay fashion, if you don't know how to clock manage and you do stupid shit like this can either end in a tie or you lose football games. And this is prime example of them. So I know they're punching the air right now, feeling like we had an opportunity to really beat us, which is true. But their lack of mistake and not capitalizing is what caused them to tie this game right now. And this says more about Green Bay than it does for us. Because I knew our defense wasn't good, but for Green Bay, everybody, one, picked them to blow us out, just like I said earlier of the video. And they predicted Green Bay to potentially be one of the teams, you know, to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. You know, if it's not Detroit, if it's not Philly, if it's not Washington, whatever the case is, like, they chose Green Bay to do so because they felt like this defense, this elite defense they have in pass rushing and secondary and all that stuff, can get it done. But as you can see from last week against the Cleveland Browns, they got exposed, especially one of the players talking about they're going to have an undefeated season. Look how that turned out. And then you look at this game right here, and it's like it gives you cause to pause. Like, wait a minute. You got too cute, feeling yourself and all that, lose to the Cleveland Browns. Then you come into this game against Dallas right now, Micah's return game, and as he's neutralized, nobody else step up, and Dak is cleaning the pocket, and he don't touch the grass and all that for the whole entire 4 quarters until OT. So, in my opinion, it was, even though it's a tie, it's still a win in our book because this was redemption and all that, and we can build upon this game right here. You know, just got to be better. Defensively, we had to be better. And like I said earlier, Matt Eberflus, you had to blitz. You got to put pressure onto the quarterback because if you don't take chances like that, guess what? Those old coverages leads to big holes opening up. Blocking that leaves spaces for your QB or your running back to get through with ease. Those things they know how to neutralize. So he needs to start watching film now and start getting together and knowing what he need to do. Trayvon Diggs, same way. You got to make plays, bro, in regards to tackling. Because that also was a fucking issue, you know, throughout that whole entire game on a defensive standpoint. We couldn't tackle, and they were just lining us up. So we really got to set the standard and really clean those shits up and get back to how we playing football. So I hope to see that happen. But nevertheless, this was a very good video. Shout out to my bro Chiseled. You know, I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to check out the original video on its own and all that. And definitely going to react more to his NFL commentaries and all that stuff. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so I get notified every time I drop content right here on this channel. But I appreciate y'all love and support. Roll to 200 subscribers. Continue to keep God first. Trust the process of anything that you do at life. Your time will come. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.